and welcome to Coffee Talk Tuesday. It is Suicide Awareness and Prevention Week, and I am actually doing the Suicide Out of the Darkness walk on Saturday. And I'm so excited and so proud of my team. We band together and we're like $20 away from making our $1,000 goal for the Rainy Days Foundation team and my IHG team, which we're known as the Squirrels because we're very squirrely and distracted. And for those of you that don't know me, it's like, ooh, shiny, like that's just me. So it's very fun. It's very fun that we're able to do this. It's really cool that we've been able to band together and have the support and raise that money, because suicide is such a big topic right now. Not just a topic of discussion, but it's also something that, like I said in my coffee talk last week, that we need to start talking about more and more. I remember a story. The first time I ever really had to deal with suicide was I was a senior in high school, and one of my dearest friends, her boyfriend ended up writing her a letter, then went up to the mountains and shot himself in the head. And I was 18, and I was pissed. I was angry because at the funeral, I was sitting by my friend, and that's the pain I saw. The pain that I saw was in the family and the friends, and I was so angry with him, and I just didn't understand, because this kid was a rock star. He was a straight A student. He was a Boy Scout. He had his Eagle Scout. He seemed on the outside to have it all together, and he had a great family. I know that there were things that I didn't know. There are always secrets that we don't know about, right? That reasons why people are get to that place. But at that point, I would talk about how selfish suicide was, and I didn't understand it until I actually got to that place where suicide seemed like the best option, because nobody would really miss me if I was gone, in my mind. And that happened twice in my adult life. And, honestly, it wasn't because I was mentally ill. It wasn't because I didn't even have the tools to cope. I've learned a lot of more tools at this point than I had then, but it was just a really bad time in my life, a really dark place in my life. And like I said, I did talk about this a little bit last time, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail this time, but it's so much more than even just mental illness, because it's a thought process, I think, a way of thinking, which, if that is something that we focus on, getting our minds to see things in a different perspective, in a different way, talking to our kids. And I know, like I said, we're talking about this for 2 weeks in a row because it is a really important topic, and we really can't talk enough about it. I think that it starts when we're young, and then it carries on to when we're adults. I've had 3 people that I know that have killed themselves this last year, and that I know of close friends, and husbands and stuff like that of friends and families. Not anyone's, not all 3 of them were close to me, but they were close to my people. And it's devastating, and I watch what it does. So please, 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 I am begging you, if you are having thoughts of suicide, if something seems off with your kids or with your spouse or your significant other or your friend, and they just don't seem right, reach out to them, let them know you're there, let them know that you have resources. I'm going to put the suicide hotline on the end of this video as well, because nobody should be suffering alone. There are signs, there are things that we can look for. If they start giving things away, if they start talking in a different way, make sure you pay attention to those things, those cues. if they're starting to not want to do the things that they used to do, if someone's close to you and just really starts to shut down, that's obviously those are big signs. If they start pushing you away, it's hard because you also want to give them their space to heal. But just letting them know that you're there, and that if they need anyone to talk to, that you'll be there, that if they need help, you'll be there to find that help. Absolutely do that for them. Sometimes it's not obvious, and sometimes it's so sudden and you would never guess. So it's just important to talk about these things, to have those conversations, to have those dialogues going on. I can't stress that enough. One of the reasons why I do the coffee talks is because I want people to know that they're not alone, and that it's okay to talk about things that are painful, and that people sometimes get uncomfortable to talk about. But you know what? I'm not going to be uncomfortable to talk about it, even if it might be an uncomfortable topic, but that's okay. If you need someone to talk to, let me know. Message me. I can help you find that way back. Find, not just with myself, but I have resources as well. Lots of resources, lots of connections, and we can get you the help you need. So thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, you can get your t-shirts for a $15 donation to Rainy Days, or tank tops. And like I said, we're having sweatshirts too, so that's a $25 donations. We have lots of super cool things coming up with Rainy Days, and I'm really excited to share those and to continue this journey that I'm on. So hope you all have a lovely day, and we'll see you next week.